Good evening. Always good evening. May God bless us in our read. I know a lot of the card readers they do a prayer in the beginning, and I'm going to try to keep it as short as possible because I do talk, I think, enough the way it is. But we did the 7 seals. Now we're at Revelations chapter 7. Sealing of the servants of God. The number sealed. 14. Their robes were washed in the blood of the Lamb. And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, and the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, Hurt not the earth, neither the sea nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads. Till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads. Sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads. Okay. I'm gonna say that for some odd reason my intuition says that's your third eye. Those that are going to believe are going to believe, and those that aren't. Those are going to see. I mean, that's just the way it is. I'm thinking hard, like I'm supposed to put this out there, and I'm supposed to, and in a way, I'm just like, who needs to see? See, you don't need to play ball right now. Who's going to see it needs to see, and who don't scroll on by. Because apparently it don't pertain to you. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000. That doesn't make sense. Sealed 144,000. Right, 144,000. Right. Of all the tribes of the children of Israel. 144. It's a vibration. Of the tribe of Judah were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Reuben were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Gad were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Azir were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Nephthalim were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Manasseh were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Simeon were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Levi were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Zikshar were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Zebulun were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Joseph were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Benjamin were sealed 12,000. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands, and cried with a loud voice, saying, Salvation to our God, which sitteth upon the throne, and unto the Lamb. And all the angels stood round about the throne, and about the elders and the 4 beasts, and fell before the throne on their faces, and worshipped God, saying, Amen, blessing and glory and wisdom and thanksgiving and honor and power and might be unto our God forever and ever. Amen. And one of the elders answered, saying unto me, What are these which are arrayed in white robes, and whence came they? And I said unto him, Sir, thou knowest. And he said to me, These are they which came out of great tribulation, and have washed their robes, and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. Therefore are they before the throne of God, and serve him day and night in his temple. And he that sitteth on the throne shall dwell among them. They shall hunger no more, neither thirst any more, neither shall the sun light on them, nor any heat. For the Lamb which is in the midst of the throne shall feed them, and shall lead them into living fountains of water, and God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. Just going to say, it sounds like we're going to God, and by living through Jesus and his works, we are then saved. So living through him means that we live like him. We do as Jesus does. What would Jesus do? And that's the key to getting into heaven. Not staying in terrible relationships, not believing that somebody's going to kill themselves because they're, that can be a cruel, manipulative way to get somebody to stay. If that person's unstable, I think maybe you should call the right authorities and get them the help. But there's no reason that people should, I don't even know why I'm saying this right now. But I'm sorry, but there's no reason why you should stay for somebody who says they're going to commit suicide if you're going to leave. To me, that's entrapment. That's manipulation. That's control. That is somebody who is servant to their own needs and not to yours. Don't ask me why I just kicked that out there. Chapter 8. Opening the seventh seal. The angels and their trumpets would follow the soundings. And when he had opened the seventh seal, there was silence in heaven about the space of half an hour. And I saw the 7 angels which stood before God, and to them were given 7 trumpets. And another angel came and stood at the altar, having a golden censer, and there was giving unto him much incense, that he should offer it with the prayers of all saints upon the golden altar which was before the throne. This sounds like a lot of witchcraft kind of stuff. Could it be that we're all one and the same? And that religion is just bullshit? And a constructed way for the devil to manipulate and lie and make you believe in the illusions that people cast upon other people to create icky energy attachments, and people manipulate for their own needs because they like to abuse their power. See, the cool thing about me is that I could sniff out bullshit. I could see it. I knew it. I knew it was going to happen. I don't know why I want to use this one example, but this friend from high school, and I always thought she was my friend, but I always it's the energy. Oh, excuse me. I was always nice to her. I had no issues with her ever. Love her. Still do. She calls me up here last year. I had pretty much not a whole lot of money, but she's got 5 kids. Calls me up in a hurry, sitting on her bed with her purse and everything, telling me how her boyfriend's beating her and all this other shit. And there's something that went off in my mind that said, that's just bullshit. But she needed $500 to come home. Me looking at those 5 kids and seeing as a single mother in distress, gave the benefit of the doubt and just said, what if? What if? I dropped the $500. Didn't think twice about it. Because when I feel if you're going to give somebody money, you should give somebody's money. You don't think twice about it. If you're thinking twice about it, that's a you problem. Don't borrow people money then. Just don't sit there and hound them for it back, because that's just wrong. Ted, get back here. Anyways, drop the money. She never came back home. But, Pt4. Sorry, I don't know how that came out like that.
What's up, brother?
All right.
All right.
And the angel took the censer and filled it with fire of the altar and cast it into the earth. And there were voices and thunderings and lightnings and earthquakes. Ooh, that sounds nasty. And the
catching bugs. He literally just Spider-Man that shit.
yeah, okay.
Oh, sorry.
And the 7 angels which had the 7 trumpets prepared themselves to sound. The first angel sounded, and there followed hail and fire mingled with blood, and they were cast upon the earth. Ooh. Hail and fire mingled with blood, and there was cast upon the earth, and the third part of trees were burnt up, and all green grass was burnt up. And the second angel sounded, and as it were a great mountain burning with fire was cast into the sea. Ooh. And the second angel sounded, and as it were a great mountain burning with fire was cast into the sea, and the third part of the sea became blood. Okay. And the third part of the creatures which were in the sea and had life died. Ooh. And the third part of the ships were destroyed. You know, we're getting into the meats and potatoes of the sorts. And the third angel sounded, and there fell a great star from heaven, burning as it were a lamp, and it fell upon the third part of the rivers and upon the fountains of waters. And the name of the star is called Wormwood. And the third part of the waters became wormwood, and many men died of the waters because they were made bitter.
Oh.
Is this really so?
Oopsies. Mom,
And the fourth angel sounded, and the third part of the sun was smitten, and the third part of the moon, and the third part of the stars, so as the third part of them was darkened, and the day shone not for a third part of it, and the night likewise. And I beheld and heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, Woe, woe, woe to the inhabitants of the earth by reason of the other voices of the trumpets of the 3 angels which are yet to sound. Okay.